I'm gonna let you know right now, she was found not guilty. I seen so many comments about people saying they not gonna watch no more because this storyline don't drag. I said it definitely has. Some people saying that it hasn't. It's been when they said he got shot. What did they say, September or what? Either way it go, it's been months. We in a new year. We finna be in another month. We finna be in another month soon. And this, I said they did all that. My thing about it is they had Kai and Trina over here playing detective and stuff just for them to go to Alexis. They seen she ain't do nothing in court and they went back to her. But yeah, did I say the beginning? I think I did. I say the beginning. I don't even know. Willow was found not guilty. Michael assumed that she would be found guilty. He told her that they got a program in jail for her to see the kids. Emma tells Gio that she wants to be a vet. They was giving Anna, or they gave Anna some type of got her hallucinating. First she thought she heard or seen Oberg. Then she thought she heard Faison at the end of the episode. I said, who gonna say her? Kai and Trina went back to Alexis. She told them not to do anything to the verdict. Chase still think that Michael's guilty. Nina mentioned how Alexis said that Willow did it in court. And the last thing is that Oberg was encouraging Britt to be involved in Rocco life. But hey y'all, welcome back to another video. This is for General Hospital, January 16, 2026. First things first, let me know your thoughts on this episode down below. Look, I couldn't remember because I just got done doing a YouTube short, well, a short for TikTok and Facebook. And I couldn't remember if I said it or not. But okay, look here. They said, allegedly, it's supposed to be something else. It's supposed to be some big thing that happens now that Willow has been found not guilty. I said, they said they finna get ready to milk this whole storyline. They said they gonna drain it until ain't nothing left to do. Ain't nothing else to get from it. I said, now we for months. Who shot Drew? Who shot Drew? They were saying it was Michael, then they saying it was Willow, then they tried to accuse Carly, Curtis, and everybody in town, because everybody was a suspect at first. Then it started winding down to Willow and Michael. It's revealed that it's Willow. Kai and Trina playing investigator. And they find out that it's her. They go to Alexis. She does nothing. She wanted to, but Diane said she couldn't because, you know, she'll be disbarred and everything. Which is crazy to me because I would think that regardless, you know, you would want to, you know, make sure the right person pays for it. That's kind of messed up, ain't it? I know they entitled to a representation, as they keep saying, but at the same time, if you know that they did it, that's what the world. Yeah, all this just for this girl to be found not guilty. And Michael, Michael was so sure she was up out of there. I said, did he see her or not? Because Kai and Trina heard a ringtone, but they didn't actually see it either. Did he see it or not? I'm confused. But okay, so today's episode we'll start with Emma and Gio. They had slept together. They were just talking about what happened. She was still talking about Anna, how she misses her and stuff like that. Gio said something about he got to find a place. He liked living with Sonny and stuff like that, but he needs to find his own place. What else was they talking about? Oh, she was asking him if he's gonna go back to school for music, and he was like, he not ready to make that decision just yet. She ends up telling him that she wants to be a vet. What else? What was the last thing they talked about? I don't know, but they started back kissing and everything. Anna was over here laid out. The nurse lady was working on her, and she thought it was Oberg, and Oberg was taunting her or whatever. But it's revealed to be another lady. She went out there and told Pascal that she thought that she was Lisa or whatever. Cause I think she was treating her for her condition, but she also was giving her something else. So whatever they working on, they must be injecting her with it or giving it to her. Cause he was like, what about the other, you know, medication and stuff that they got her on? And I said, yeah, I don't know what they trying to do though. Cause after she said to Pascal that she thought that she was Lisa, he was like, she ready for the next phase. What they trying to do to her? Next thing you know, she hears Faison. I'm assuming that sounded like Faison's voice. I can't remember what the dude sounded like. I remember what he looked like, but I can't remember what he sounded like. I'm assuming she heard Faison's voice. So she's supposed to be on Monday's episode. She's standing up and everything. I said, somebody better save her. I said, she's already crazy about the whole Faison situation because he wouldn't leave her alone. I remember that part. I said, now they got her hallucinating and stuff. But that's how it happened with Emma, Gio, and Anna. Might as well get Britt and Oberg out the way. Then we're going to come back to Trina and them. Britt and Oberg. Oberg said something about she wanted Britt to go to Rocco's game and stuff like that. I think ice hockey. And she getting jerseys made and stuff like that. Britt was saying no, she hasn't heard from him. And at first, before they said anything, well, I don't even think they mentioned it. Because I was like, didn't Britt know that Lulu had blocked the number? Because she was talking like Rocco was ignoring her or something. She did say that Lulu don't really want her fooling with Rocco or anything like that. But I was like, didn't she see her when she blocked it? I don't know. But yeah, She was like, she texted him back, but she hasn't heard anything, so she's just trying to leave it alone. And she's still over here making it seem like Britt is Rocco's mama and stuff like that. Talking about they all family. I mean, he did say he wanted something to do with all of them, so you can't do nothing. You can't do nothing about it. But at the same time, really, it's like, y'all. I don't know. I really don't know. I kind of like seeing this side of Ober though. I was hoping before they took Britt off. You know what I was hoping? I was hoping that when her and Jason was on the run and everything, and they had hooked up, I was hoping that she got pregnant by him. I was like, cause she been wasn't she wanting a child for a long time? I think she wanted a child for a long time, so I was like, Jason gonna be the one to get her a baby. That's what I thought, anyways. But yeah, they was just talking about Rocco. She ends up saying that she may not be able to make all Rocco's game, but get her a jersey. Oprah said that she already made her one. I said, when they get on good terms? I know she had texted her one day, telling her about the medical license, and they sent a photo and stuff. But I said, they back talking? I didn't know they was back talking officially. But they had a nice little conversation about Rocco and everything, and she was saying how she spent too much time on Facebook. I said, that's not the same thing. Them your kids, but that ain't her child. That ain't her child. Even though I like seeing them spend time together and stuff. But yeah, what else? Trina, Kai, Alexis. Now we get to these people. So they done came back to the office. They wanted to know why Alexis didn't do anything. Trina was saying how Willow can't get away with everything that she's done. Alexis was saying the same thing. She can't do anything about it because she has to represent her. That's her job. And they still didn't understand, and they was like, but Michael's gonna be one to pay for it and stuff like that. She was like, maybe that's not gonna happen. And she was mentioning them going to the police, and they was like, you told us not to do that. And she was like, I still say the same thing because y'all could be implicated or whatever. So she wanted them to wait until the verdict is done. So I was like, okay, the verdict done, now let's see if they do anything or say anything to anybody. But yeah, because that show finna get ready to go after Michael. They definitely is. But yeah, they was talking about that, and they was standing out there when they was at the court. They was standing out there talking about they can't do anything, but there is something they could do. So Kyle went to talk to Michael, to my son. He don't agree with what Drew said and stuff like that. And he shook his hand. Drew was over there looking mad. I said, Kyle, you in trouble. Kyle, you gonna get you next. And he's like, now you don't took Kyle from me. I said, Kyle, you better run. I said, Kyle, you better run, because the man is crazy when it comes to Michael. He a psychopath. He is a psychopath. I said, he done seen him shaking his hand. He said, oh, you an enemy now. He's like, oh, you gotta go. You gotta go now. He finna get ready to take him down. He definitely finna get him. He done saw him shaking Michael's head. The way he was looking. But yeah, I think the last thing with Alexis, I already said it. I already said that part. Chase and Dante. Chase ends up saying that he never destroyed evidence, but they still investigating him. Dante said he gonna start over from scratch because he want to make sure he covers everything. And Chase still think that Michael did it, and it kind of seemed like Dante do too. I said, y'all don't know who did it. That's why all y'all need to be fired. Chase somebody soon. I said, you need to be fired right along with them. To be honest, all y'all, they need to clear house. Because y'all suck. Y'all suck. So many pieces of evidence that they didn't even acknowledge. They didn't even acknowledge. It skipped them or whatever they was talking about also. Hold on, was it Dante and Turner? Or is that on Monday's episode? I don't know, y'all. I forgot. But I think they was talking about how the evidence got deleted and stuff like that. Who could have did it? She's saying if it was Chase, then he gonna be in trouble. And I said, do y'all think Brendan would frame him? Well, we know he'll do anything. Well, I said, do y'all think it's possible that he would frame him? Let me know down below. But yeah, what else? What else? I think the last thing was Chase was thanking Alexis once he got to the courtroom for what she did for Willow and everything before they even said the verdict. I said, shut up, go sit down. I said, go sit down, Chase. I said, you need to be over here trying to make nice with your wife. You over here worried about her still. Now they want to put him in court. Now he want to come to court. I still say they should have broke her on the doggone stand. That would have been perfect. They should have broke her on the stand, found some type of way to break her on the stand. I think that would have been a perfect ending to this whole little storyline. Broke her on the stand right after they got Drew. Right after they got Drew, they could have got her to, she would have started, crying and all this other stuff, and she would have admitted to it in front of Drew and Chase. That would have been perfect. But I'm wondering what they got up their sleeve, because they saying it's supposed to be something big or whatever. But I said, no. I seen so many people saying they finna start watching. I said, I'm gonna keep watching. I want to see what happens next. I definitely do. I think Sonny's supposed to be telling Michael that he not gonna go down for it or something like that. I said, is they gonna tell these folks what they know or not? But yeah, what else? Nina and Drew. She don't stop by. She just want him back at this point. She just want to look. I said, I guess they'll get back together or back involved. But she don't stop by. She ends up saying that if Willow ends up going to jail or anything like that, then she want to do things her way. She want her lawyers to handle it, because Alexis done went in court and said that Willow's the one who did it in front of the jury. I said, so she got there, right? She did slip up. I knew she had slipped up. Somebody said she want her lawyers to handle everything. Drew to my son, Willow, Willow would be, she would feel some type of way about her basically saying she want her to go to jail. I said, when did she say she wanted her to go to jail? I said, when did she say that? I said, he'll flip anything. I said, I don't think you're gonna be able to trick her now. I said, she already trying to take you out. It's probably the next big thing. Willow gonna try to finish the job. I said, they need to set her up, see if she try to finish the job or something. I said, Drew better sleep with one eye open. She told me, I said, it ain't over yet. Then Michael don't say it again that he don't want Drew around the kids. She said it's only one way this is gonna work. It's only one way. It's only one way that this is gonna work, and she eliminate him altogether. But yeah, they could have sent her to the crazy house or something. Send her to the crazy house or something. But yeah, Nina told me she wanted to do things her way. She brought up how he almost failed them in court, and she brought up Alexis, him threatening Alexis and everything. I said, I don't think he gonna let her see Scout. What y'all think? I definitely don't think that he's gonna let her see Scout, and if he do, all that's gonna change once he learns that Danny was there, cause he already told Jason the other day that he wasn't gonna see Scout no more. But yeah, it'd be her own fault. I said that would be the perfect way to end this Alexis storyline, because that what she get. That what she get. Somebody done did something, and you still over here doing this. I know Diane told her she couldn't do it and stuff, but at the same time, no. Shouldn't nobody innocent go to jail for something somebody guilty did. But yeah, what else? Michael and Willow. Michael. Michael. I said, Michael, really? he was like, thanks for meeting me. She was like, what did you want to talk about? So he started talking about his childhood and her childhood and what they both went through, and they don't want their kids to go through the same thing. I said, where is this going, Michael? I said, Michael, you think they finna get ready to let her go, don't you? So he started talking about there's a program for incarcerated mothers or whatever, who able to see their kids. So if you go to jail, like, you'll be able to see your kids. And we need to talk to the kids and let them know where you going. I said, you don't know if she going to jail or not. I don't even think she going to jail. He said, we could talk to them. I said, you don't even know. So you would go tell your kids that she going to jail even though you don't know if she going to jail or not. And they clearly still won't. Kids don't know. You got to act in their best interest, because they don't get it. They don't know that she a psychopath and murderer. But the whole family really murderers, so, it's not really much of a difference. The granddaddy a murderer, I'm assuming. Has Carly ever murdered somebody? I don't know. But yeah, I was like, the whole family some murderers or some criminals, so it really don't matter. But yeah, what else? He was talking to her about that. She was like, okay, but you assuming that I'm going. What if, she's found not guilty? But by that time, she got a call. They said the verdict is in. Everybody started gathering in the courtroom except Willow. They was looking for Willow, and then it was like, maybe she ran for maybe she ran or something like that, and she showed up. So Drew was like, where have you been? And she was ignoring him. She was ignoring. I said, she ain't gonna be able to play along for too longer. She ain't. Oh, do y'all think that if Sasha comes back, that would be one of the things to set her off? That she would try to do something else to Sasha and Daisy, or what? Because I'm assuming that because last time we seen Sasha, she was with Robert. But y'all know now, the man that plays him passed away. So that's what we doing tribute. They've been talking about. They said they plan on something big to pay tribute to the guy that played Robert or whatever. So I'm assuming that something gonna happen in regards to Robert on the show. Sasha gonna come back. So do y'all think that's gonna affect Willow? She gonna do something else or what? And this is why I say they should have had some doggone cameras. Cause how y'all some, what is they anyway? Is they mean? I'm gonna just say they rich. Y'all rich and criminals and all this other stuff. Everybody want to grab y'all family members and stuff, but nobody got no doggone cameras. And Sonny got, I about to say some raggedy guards. Sonny got some guards that need to be replaced. But yeah, I think I already said that about Kai shaking Michael's hand and stuff like that. He told me I said it's something I could do. What you think that? Oh, he talking about it's something. I'm like, okay, what he finna? I said, what he finna do? Who he finna talk to? Is he finna hint at something? This man gonna say something. He said it's something that I could do, and he gonna tell him he don't agree with what Drew said and shook his hand. What is that gonna do? How is you shaking his hand gonna clear him of these charges that's gonna come against him? I was like, they good for nothing. They let the wrong people find out information. Y'all notice that? It don't matter what it is, what show, what movie. The wrong people always find out. They don't went to Alexis again. She ain't did nothing the first time. But yeah. What else we got? Let's see. We already talked about Brittany Ulbrich. She trying to convince her to have something to do with Rocco. I don't know how to feel about that. I know some people, once again, the fan base is divided. Some people like seeing Britt and Rocco together, and they do consider Britt to be Rocco's mother or other mother. Somebody said she more of a mother than Lulu, and I said I wouldn't go that far because I don't remember. I really don't remember when this storyline started. I know she was with Patrick at one point. Wasn't she trying to keep Patrick? I don't know. I don't remember everything, but I wouldn't say that, but I could see why she would feel attached to him and stuff like that. And he's already made it clear that he wants something to do with her, and they can't tell him what to do. So that's that. But as far as what Aubrey been saying, I don't know. But yeah, I think that's everything, y'all. Let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Stay tuned for the next video. Until next time, deuces. Have a good rest of the